In the shadows, Miro follows Troop as the last defender to go off the board. On Villa, a very stable operator to extend out a strong aggressive position. They can go for her flank, but the timing, it favors Bolo instead. Yellow pin came out, they had information.
Far enough back, allowing TSM to walk in towards the bomb site. Bolo finds a way, but it's the Capkin traps to do some serious damage. Gasher with Diffuser will get picked off by Cans in the map. Gunner's the one to take some damage. Bolo reads on to Geo. He's yet to die. Gasher in. Gunfire being exchanged and TSM trading out a lot of HP. Bolo with 3 kills. Kansan somehow manages to get away. Does damage to Snake in the process. On Repel doesn't see the elbow. Process. Nobody from the Soniqs above half HP. Gunner spotted from down below. Achieved still holding in this position. That's a big tally at this point. That's the real deal, but Bolo trying to refrag does so successfully. Last one is roamed by Memorial. Kansan spotted by Bolo, who's now in the middle of the bomb site. He hits it easy and another again. A Capkin trap so far through 4 rounds. Merc was almost in the middle of the bomb site.
They gotta find a round out of nothing. It's a great start. 3v2 with 40 seconds.
Gasher and Snake. How poetic it would be if Geo ends up as the last one standing for Soniqs. It might just happen. Snake goes down, Geo getting his revenge. Gasher's way into the bomb site is cleared because of Bolo taking out. And Bolo is on the other side of that door. Achieve just sees one and gets a little bit of smoke. Taking damage, has to fall off. And he gets caught in the crossfire. Grixer shutting him down. Diffuser surrendered. From inside of Study, Kansan doing some damage, but he's picked off. Geo's the only one left against his former team. Blinded by the Candela and pounced upon by 90, but instead will go on to drones. Soniqs firing away. Geo had not very much intel. Gets HP, spotted on a cam, sees the Azami of Gunner. Gunner wins that, walks away with nade from below. Does it successfully clear out the Kiba? We don't know. Great shot from Kansan on Astro Stairs. Down goes Achieve. Are still in dangerous position, but TSM are just walking into their doom. He doesn't have a lot of intel. Sees ahead, but he cannot outduel Grixer whatsoever. Aviator Games being the bomb site that we see right now, and the defense with a small advantage in terms of numbers gets picked
position, but it shouldn't take you this long to problem solve. And now, what a great grenade! Oh my God.
Objective play.
That's risky.
Bolo decides to take the engagement. Down he goes. Grixer falls next. Rexon holding the diffuser in the midst of the bomb site. He gets something working. But
Gunner gotta walk up that Astro staircase. Has to flank for now, but Geo, he goes first.
Oh my, Bolo looking the wrong way, and they'll go for the pick. Kansan decides to go.
1 second.
And he gets it at the last possible second. No. He's slowing down a little bit. He might get pre-fired, but he engages. Gunner takes out Merc. Gunner just missing out on them. Walk right in, get a pick or two. Nitro Cell from Gasher connects on to foot, just clipped through the floor there. Another Nitro Cell goes off quite so successfully. Bolo picks up lucky number 13. Gasher, but down goes Rex, and Grixer will need to find all the kills. He gets one, but they're just gonna wait out the time. Bolo and co hangs at the start of this stage of the NAL with being a bit too ballsy and getting picked off. Wasn't killed. So, oh no, the man who'd gotten him up and got the very first pick as well, which Gunner's still cool. Bolo playing around the door frame, takes out Geo, but TSM has none left. A flash as Rexon's in the middle of the bomb site, but Achieve was in a tight corner, and that's TSM on match point. Still prone on the ground. He gets swung on. Grixer pouncing on that opportunity now. Walk into action, losing it. Grixer hits that shot. Merc had gotten one on the Kansan as well. 2v2. You can bet on him to watch so safely, but Snake on the flank takes him down. Grixer shouldering Grixer. Sitting inside of the bathroom, he's looking in the wrong direction, he's downed! They just need to hop on the diffuser. The smile on Snake's face tells the whole story, and TSM will win their map 7-4 and go up 1-0 in the series.
When Grixer and Geo are in that 2 vs 2, I mean,
against other NAL teams, and they always seem to fall short. Can they get that proverbial monkey? This was W7M's year. Be able to accomplish in their firing around the corner. There's Snake to take Gunner, and he manages to get both of them. Bolo dies, but it's a worthwhile possible. Yep, it was a formality at this point. 1 round off of the total. Drones go in. Bolo walks.
No, he gets both.
Yet to see a flawless round between these two teams, but we'll see one there. 3 kills, runs away. What stops a Monty if you don't want to engage head on? Well, how about a Nitro Cell from below? Merc, the only kill for TSM so far. The Monty is in the bomb site, and he's going to take the engagement. Sonic site. Again, it is still locked. They cannot hold it, so they might playoffs,
you live and die off this roam.
Oh, Achieve doesn't see that position. Is not going to work. Instead, TSM compelled into action, but Cans in a perfect lockout. Soniqs have now killing a lot of time, but Soniqs have to sort this one out. Bolo, one pick, hunted down by the Monty.
Nate almost takes out Monty, but Bolo heat guys initially, or afterwards rather, from Grixer.
To take some damage.
Oh,
Snake
boy.
sees him, and there he goes! The impact works out perfectly. Geo falls, the mountain goes down. Soft wall, he sees the bullets whiz over his head, and there it is, Kansan to secure. Last two players from TSM just need to wait, but Kansan is having an absolute... Have they spotted him yet? They push from the same direction, two pairs of eyes, and it's Kansan again.
It's not so early on, but the point is, they made it here. Snake with the opening kill onto Gunner. Nuke is off the...
If Geo walks by and doesn't clear his corners, there it is! Merc is there, they don't know that he's on in. This is going to be a near impossible retake for Soniqs. They should have no problem clearing it out. They know they've isolated a player from Soniqs inside a cafe. Snake is able to finish off Grixer inside of daycare. This might just be a formality at this point. It certainly seems like it. Gasher not in. Drone room bomb has been defended, so that's something that we can talk about a little bit more. Defense working out well. Look at that. Now the kills have to come in. First two for Soniqs. Gasher finally gets on the board, but is removed from Geo shortly thereafter, and Geo will continue to fire back. This quarterfinal.
I mean, the thing about Villa is that it was a 17 kills and had moments like those every single round. That's not the story right now, but Merc follows up with another. So
he is on the edge of greatness. Kansan picks up his doesn't kill overhead. These two are in the same place. Kansan fighting for his life. He can't do anything with it. Geo swings onto Achieve, but it's
Geo and Kansan both have a spare impact in their pockets, but pre-fire comes through to trade 1-for-1. The bomb side.
The most consistent force for TSM. We talk about supporting cast, both of these teams. At one point, they were a combined 1 kill, but now they've got 4 to their name for Gasher and Achieved. Bolo is the superstar in map number 1. In an act of desperation, out goes an impact nade, all while the diffuser's going down. Bolo trades himself out for Kansan, has quite the mission ahead of him. Nice shot onto Achieved. Isolate these last two players. It's technically, this will just be for bragging rights. He gets Kansan picks up the quad, but the timer is your god there, Kissed. Both Grixer as well as Gunner are there. Bolo finds one. Gunner's lined up to get Bolo. Excellent read. Gunner perfect on both of them. Geo goes down to Merc, but he's the only one for TSM. If Merc cannot clutch out here, then map 3 will be where we go, and that's exactly it. Started in this round by Rex and Spawn Peak. It was the best
into Hibana, back-to-back Heartbreacher bans, followed by the two most common bans of Valkyrie and, of course, the Asami interplay.
Bolo has been that Capkin trap magnet, so now the rest of TSM are going to have to fight. 15 seconds left. Snake walks in through blue. He's down in the smoke. Achieve tossing in a nade, a drop from both him and Gasher. Gunner pulls out the shotgun. Achieve denies a flawless. TSM double up, but they're running out of time. It's all just up to Gasher, who gets an exit kill, and with the diffuser going down.
Opened up window pressure as well. Snake below this main staircase flank could be the difference maker.
Gunner was from below, hits Kansan, does a lot of damage.
Second.
Follow up.
Yep.
It's Mark. Kansan down for the count. He's just on death's doorstep, but he's allowed in. Entrance granted by Rexon. Achieved goes down too. Instead, Bolo thinks that there's one nearby. He meets the Alda of Geo, leaving Snake in a 1v3, 1v2. Those numbers will continue to go down. Shrugging off some of that damage from the Alda. Pistol out. Geo wins that engagement.
That's what they're aiming for. Snake looking for a lurk.
And he gets it. A pick onto Gunner as he ascends really hard on the first map as well. Grixer spotted, but he's in such a formidable spot. It will be in a hurry. Stop it up through the wall, but Grixer pulls it off. Soniqs.
The thing is, it means isolation.
Oh, Bolo knows where they might be. Kansan picks up 2 in a row. For those of you that might be returning to the game after Capkin's buffs, there have been a lot of changes to him. There'll be a change. Is that a nade that gets tossed out? It might do some damage. A second kill for Snake. EDD claims. But Gasher will now have to relocate. Does he go for the engagement? He tries to get the diffuser. Player without a death to his name. And I caster cursed him. My apologies, Rexon. I'll take that one. Teams trade back and forth. TSM coming out. They're going to be put in a spot where the time is ultimately what costs them the round. But hey, the guns are hitting their marks. Geo will need to clutch out. He did so before. He'll play this shrewd angle, dragging across. He is Bolo and the diffuser as well. Geo needs to play keep away for 10 seconds. And he will be in a position where the Evil Eye can get the job.
So we're really just trying to throw something at the one hope. It sticks. awesome.
And then Soniqs are pummeling them because of it.
Yep.
Look at this, dry peeking. Gunner gas to linger. Nade goes out, blows up Kansan. Numbers are equal. It's a good shout for TSM. Well, they let it slip through their fingers. Geo with 7 kills. Soniqs still adding to that tally. Down goes Bolo, achieved in this position. He's last man standing, and again it's Geo. Oh, this is a quick one. Snake
Kill.
absolutely flattened by Gunner and TSM. Could we see the first 7-0 happen to them? Achieved wants to make it happen, but now it's down to Grixer and TSM denied. There's great trepidation here. Bolo is still a threat at all times, and this is exactly why. Swiftly removing Kansan. Gunner drops as well. Grixer on the entry, flies over towards logistics, and now Geo will go for the plant. Achieved is there to greet him. SQ comes out ahead in that engagement though. It's Snake and Achieved to just try to ride this out. SQ need to get in and do some serious damage, and they won't do that.
As of yet, he's still on 8 kills. And Gunner takes out Gasher, who's already in a bad position.
Soniqs are on the hunt to take out Bolo. They know where he is, and he's isolated at this point. Damaged. Where Gunner waits for the pop-up. Geo walks in, diffuser in hand. There goes flashes. Geo tries to trade out. Merc actually prevails in that gunfight, but Gunner has the insurance policy. Snake, one of the newest members, takes down Geo, but he doesn't get Rexen. Soniqs pummel TSM in the third map, and they're going to the semis tomorrow with TSM.